All right, family. Live with Jay Kilgo. How you doing, brother? How you doing?
I'm good, brother. Thank you for having me.
Man, it's great to see you, man. It's been a while. Like it's been like last time I saw you, you was living good in Miami Beach, man.
One time, one
Up,
time.
all the way up, all the way up. So let's talk housing, man. You got something coming up.
Ye- Yes,
Tell me,
sir,
speaking about the program you have coming up.
for sure. So, I am a part of a program, a nonprofit called Thousand Families of Color, and I'm one of the heads for Muskegon County. So we cover Kent County, Ottawa, and Muskegon County. And Thousand Families of Color is an organization that's really dedicated to financial literacy, the home buying process, and people that are interested in getting into real estate themselves. We're providing all of those things for free to people.
Okay, and so you guys have something coming up very soon.
Yes. May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, we are having a free homebuyer seminar. We're hosting it at Mahali in Muskegon Heights from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. We're going to be covering all those topics. I partner with different community leaders around Muskegon and Muskegon Heights. Um, so, um, the brother Chauncey Williams is going to be in the house. He's going to be talking about credit. My brother Foster Frederick's going to be in the house talking about insurance, things that build equity for our people, things that build equity for our community, and owning a home or getting a home and passing it down to the family. Those are just things that can build equity for the next generation. We can have our own, and a lot of people just they don't know where to start. They're tired of renting too, and they want to buy a house, and so we're going to have as many people in the house. We're going to have free food, some Cinco de Mayo themed food there. Provided by Van Dyke Mortgage, Mario and Van Dyke. They're providing the food for it. Community Encompass is going to be in the building. We're just trying to get as many people to come down as possible. And I made a post today and told people if they already have a realtor, that's cool. Bring your realtor down. Bring your loan officer down, because it's not about me or hey, work with Jay Kilgo. This is truly a program where we're trying to build up Muskegon and Muskegon Heights so that our neighborhoods don't become gentrified, so that our neighborhoods stay us, and we own our own properties in our own neighborhoods.
So how's the housing market right now in Muskegon?
So the housing market is still hot, and when I say hot, I mean for every one house that's for sale, there's still an average of 8 to 10 buyers per one house.
Oh wow.
And so if you have one house, only one family or one person is going to be able to buy that. So that leaves, 7 to 10 families that are still looking for their next house.
How was it like 3 4 years ago, pre-pandemic?
Yeah, pre-pandemic, it was, maybe 2 families, 3 families per house. The prices were much lower. So it was more of a buyer's market prior to, 2015, 2016. Then it kind of balanced out. And now 2019 and later, it's just a seller's market. So that's, you get multiple offers on every house. It's really driving up the prices. But one thing I want people to understand, it's not just, some people say, oh, I'm going to wait till the market comes down, wait till the market comes down. While interest rates are still somewhat low and still lower than when our parents bought houses, when interest rates were in the double digits, it's still a good time, because if I buy a house for 30 years and I have a low interest rate,
Mm.
over the long run, I'm going to save more money, even if I spend a little bit more for that house, than if these interest rates start to hike up, which they're starting to creep up already this year.
So you suggest people still buy?
I definitely suggest people still buy, but work with work with an agent. A lot of people, there's a lot of misconceptions. A lot of people don't know you don't have to have 20% down. There's down payment assistance programs. If you have an FHA loan, you only have to have 3.5% down. And then City of Muskegon has a free home buyers program. Mishta has a down payment assistance. And if you can find the house that you love, you can get it now. You can start to build equity, because if the prices do continue to go up, which the trend is trending towards prices not coming down anytime soon, then you're building equity. And every month that you would pay rent, if you're paying a mortgage, you're really paying yourself, because you're going to get that money back when you do eventually sell the house, or even if you pass that house on to your kin.
Jay, what is driving up the prices right now?
So the lack of inventory really is driving up the prices. So the one major thing across the country that COVID did, COVID put a halt to a lot of construction, and nationwide, there are about 500,000 homes is the forecast short of where we should be, whether
Wow.
that's homes or condominiums or apartment complexes. Um, the building materials skyrocketing in price. It put a halt to a lot of building. And now in the city of Muskegon, and the city of Muskegon Heights has a program coming where they really are working on some new construction. And new construction can be affordable. It's just about sitting down, talking with the right loan officer, talking with the right agent. And as a buyer side, this is another thing people don't realize. You don't pay the buyer's agent's commission. So if you work with a realtor on the buyer side, you're not paying their commission. So you can talk with an agent and really get all the information that you need um, to make the best informed decision for yourself.
Okay, so why do you think, go in depth, why is it important to talk to an agent? Um, what else how do they benefit me, the buyer?
For sure.
That I
So,
can't, what can they do that I can't do for myself?
one thing is, a lot of us, I get information from grandmama and them and auntie and uncle, but the market has changed so much that it's a different market in 2022 than it was in 1988, when my aunt and uncle or my mom and dad might have bought a house. So that's one big thing. But also, an agent looks at houses every day. They look at the market. They talk with lenders, so they know about interest rates and what may be coming to the market. So I work with Raven Jackson. She's from Muskegon. She knows everybody. Me and Raven work together, and I can tell her, hey, I have this house coming up, or she'll tell me, hey, I have this house coming up. And oh, that's perfect. I have, PA and his family, they were looking for a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom in that same neighborhood. And so if you work with an agent, and there's lots of great agents around our community that you can work with, and they are in the know about what's coming.
Okay. All right. Jay Kilgo in the building. This is what you do for a time. You don't do the Black Lives Matter thing for a time?
Well, hey, listen, right now, with incidents happening in our own backyard,
Yeah.
that's definitely keeping us busy too. And shout out to the Patrick Loyola's family and all of the activists right here in West Michigan that have really shown up strong.
Right.
And we've gone to Grand Rapids and marched and protested, and it's still, you know, the NAACP was out there today. I couldn't make it today, but full time, I do real estate full time. I'm just community based. I really think, and that's why I say for the home buyers class on May 5th, people can come out even if they have their own agent, because to me, it's really about what we can do for our community. We don't know when the governor's going to sign the green light off on the casino, but I'll tell you what, PA, when she signs that document and they can break ground on the casino, outsiders are going to try to come into Muskegon quick, fast, in a hurry and buy up everything they can. There's
Yeah.
not too many places in West Michigan where you can buy a house for $20,000, $30,000, $50,000. Fixer uppers, I'm talking about.
Right.
But in Grand Rapids, fixer upper, you're still at $90,000 to $100,000 for a fixer upper in Grand
And
Rapids.
what kind of profit do they make off of these houses? They get a fixer upper at 90,000. What do they make off of that?
Well, here in Muskegon Heights, today I showed a house is $30,000. It's in a neighborhood that's up and coming. There's other renovations and new construction going up around. And if that house is fully renovated top to bottom, that person could sell the house for $190,000.
Wow. And putting how much into it? You think?
I would probably say putting in $70,000 to $80,000. So that's
Roughly
still a
80,000.
profit. That's still
Yeah.
a profit of about $70,000 in profit on a flip here on the right properties in Muskegon County.
And you sure they would sell that house and get that kind of money? They would
Uh,
sell that. They would sell
y-
that house, get that kind of money.
yeah, no, I mean, there's some good realtor friends of mine, and they've done some projects themselves. And truthfully, PA, that's what people are looking for. People are looking for the fully renovated houses because it's turnkey. They can just move in and live. Now, the people that don't mind sweat equity and they can go in and say, I got some family, my uncle knows how to do this, and my dad knows how to do this, or my brother can help me. You can really get the best deals right now on something that needs some work.
Um, Jay, what kind of credit score do people need now? What are
Great,
they looking at?
great question. Great question, because this is something that has fluctuated throughout COVID.
Mhm.
Pre-COVID, it was 580, and then during COVID, all these banks locked down. They didn't want to loan money to anybody, and it went up as high as 680. Um, right now, it's back down. I have some lenders that will look at applications at 580 and up, 600 and up. So um, the great thing about it is I could get my foot in the door with a 580, but that's why I'm going to have Chauncey in the house, because I can save thousands of dollars if I get up to a 640, if I get up to a 670, and there's ways to do that that's not really hard, or I don't have to sign up for a credit rebuilding company where I'm paying them $100 a month, hundreds of dollars a month to do the same thing that
That's
we
right.
can do ourselves.
Yeah, yeah. Miss Craig, Paul, how can I get in contact with you or Jay? Interested in putting some information out there that can help people get their credit back and how to make some money. The name of the business is My Ecom, is something that can help people. Okay, Miss Craig, I will inbox you. I always appreciate your support. And
Yes,
definitely
definitely.
inbox. Some people are intimidated about repairing their credit. They they look at it as like it's impossible. It's like facing Tony Tag,
Yeah,
in court. People are scared of him.
yeah,
Um, but you can win this thing, right? You can actually go in piece by piece, start to get things knocked off and get things paid off.
for
How
sure.
does that process work?
Well, I always like to use my personal story. I didn't buy my first house until 2016. I'm 43, so doing the math, like, I don't know, I was late 30s, like 38. And because I had bad credit, PA, and I would talk to somebody and then be intimidated. And it was really having somebody that could show me what to do, having somebody that could talk to me about accountability. Okay, Jay, every month you said you were going to put away $100. We spend $100 on frivolous stuff all the time,
Exactly.
So it is about budgeting. It is about learning what to do. And then some of that stuff was so old on my credit report, and it was just sitting there. And all I had to do was write a letter, send it
Mm,
in, and get it removed. You know, um, so there are resources like the young lady just showed. There are resources right here in our community where we can teach each other how to do it. The village aspect of things. There's people that don't know how to do one thing, but when you working together in a village,
exactly.
this person will show this person, so that everyone knows how to do it. Everyone can come up together, and I believe those are some of the things we need to do here in our community.
Right. Well, Jay, how can people get in contact with you, sir?
Lots of ways. So JayKilgo, real easy. Jay Kilgo on Facebook, or Jay Kilgo Small Again Real Estate. Keller Williams is my business page. That's the long one. But if you look up either one, Jay Kilgo, both will probably pop up on Facebook. The number's 231-259-9693. People can call me or text me if they have questions. Those are probably the two best ways to get in touch with me. Or Messenger. People are on Facebook Messenger. They can send me a message on Messenger. I always like to help any way I can. I don't really do rentals, but a young lady called me about a rental, and rentals are needed. I understand not everyone can buy a house today, but some of these landlords, because of the market, PA, they're telling their tenants, yeah, you got to move. I'm selling the house next week. And these people are scared. They don't know where to go and what to do. So I try to give them some avenues for renting. I don't do the rentals myself, but I do have resources that I share with the community for rentals. So it just takes all of us, and it takes all of us working together, and we can get there.
Thank you for being available, man. Thanks for what you guys are doing coming up on May the 5th.
But another thing. So this week on Thursday, there's the Fair Housing series by the Fair Housing of West Michigan Council. It's Fair Housing Month because of things with unequal lending and appraisals not being right for our people. Sometimes there's going to be a lot of good information that's available via Zoom. I'm going to post something on my Facebook about that. But we'll also be having credit building 101 programs. And so people can get away from things like payday loans, which is another blight on our community.
Wow. They still out here?
PA, did you realize in Michigan, there's more payday loans? There's more payday loan stores and sources than there are liquor stores.
Wow.
And the other thing is,
I don't even know where they at in Muskegon. Maybe I don't pay attention to them, but
in the state of Michigan, they're not regulated. If you take out the max payday loan, there's a 370% interest rate in quotations, even though they don't call it an interest rate. So that's how they get away with it. And there's a petition that Project Green out of Grand Rapids is getting out and around so we can get it on the ballot for Michigan to regulate those interest rates, because people will get caught in that payday loan trap and they're stuck. Every week they're working to pay off the payday loan instead of being able to save money for the house or the car.
Terrible, that's 3 times what they gave you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, and people don't realize it because their car breaks down, and you need the car to get the kids to school and get to work, and they take out a payday loan to get the car fixed, and then it's a cycle, and they're stuck.
Talk to the credit union. That's my friend. Credit union's always been my friend, Jay.
And listen, I'm working with Habitat of Humanity of Michigan. They have a new lending program, PA. It's so great. We're talking 6% as opposed to 370%, giving people 6 months to pay back these emergency loans that they need. And those are the kind of things that we need in our community, but people won't know about them unless we connect, unless we keep talking to each other and sharing this good information, brother. People won't know. So I wanted to get that out there too.
Yes. We got to have you back on, and Chauncey and Tony Williams do a show on Saturdays where they talk about economics, and they have really changed our lives here in Muskegon. I like to think that things are getting better based on a lot of stuff that they've been doing themselves individually. And I've seen some of the testimonies from Chauncey Williams. So he's been able to work out miracles and get student loans taken care of.
Yes.
Yeah. So we need all you guys, man. You guys are the real fighters, man. Really.
Yeah.
Warriors.
We can. I saw it change my own children's life when I bought that first house. It went from bad grades and getting in trouble and not, to top of the class and excelling in sports and just being happier. You know, you can really change these young people's lives too by them not necessarily moving out of the neighborhood, but by having something that is theirs and something where they're comfortable in, and we can have that. So I, you know, from contractors that do some of these repairs to the financing part to get the money for us,
Right.
to the local leaders and these community leaders. You know, I've sat down with the mayor of both cities and the city manager of the Heights, and you know, we keep working with everyone, and we can get there.
We can get there, family. We can get there. You're the man, Jay. Thank you so much, brother.
I appreciate you, brother. Thank you.
All right. Take care. God bless you, man.
God bless you.